Hey folks, welcome back to the farm. I'm going to talk about some changes. You know, I've talked in another video about some changes, and we're going to change our blueberries. Well, I'm out here at a part of our apple trees. We tried some intensive orchard and with some apple trees, and didn't. I've hit some with a lawnmower, and some of my ropes have broke, or my wires broke. And so we're going to abandon this. We're going to cut our losses, and I'm going to clean all this out. And I really had scheduled to clean this out on this video, but it's 98 degrees and heat index is 107. So we're just going to do a little talking today. We ain't going to do much work. So and I'm going to tell you my plans. I'm going to take all this down. I'm going to replant this with a regular orchard, kind of like I got down there at the front of the house. And we'll go down there in just a second. But I mean, one thing I had problems with this year, I've had it too in the past, is some kind of blight gets on them and kills them. So I had probably 6 or 7 good trees left out of 20, and they got some kind of blight. So I ended up having to cut a lot of it up. And I tried spraying. We don't like to spray, but I sprayed, and about 3 times it didn't do no good, so I started cutting them down. And I got some little trees back over here that kind of got on them a little bit, so I ended up cutting a lot of the limbs off them trees to try to save them, and I think I did save those trees. So now I'm just going to go back to a regular apple tree, and we'll plant some here. I'll probably get 4 or 5 here, and of course that old scrub tree right there, I'm gonna cut it down. There's an old scrub tree. I cut it down once and it's come back like that. So right through here I'm gonna plant about 4 or 5. I'm gonna have a little lane come down through here, and behind the camera I'm gonna build a equipment shed. So you'll get to see that hopefully this winter. And I might even put we're going to bring our blueberries down on the other side. So we'll see how it all works out. But this side was a Golden Delicious, and the other side was called a Dixie Red, and then Golden Delicious don't work. But one of my main things on this channel, or on this video, is the type of apple, or the variety of apple trees you need to plant. Now, I made a lot of mistakes. We've got at one time I've had 20 something apple trees around here, and of course I had some down there on the other side of the garden I took down last winter, and I'll talk about that. So I've got another little orchard back here I'm starting, and I've got some good varieties there. But my original orchard trees down there, and we're going to ride down there and I'll kind of talk about my varieties down there. But anyway, this is one of the changes. We're going to rip this out and mow it down and redo. And I got to do it pretty quick, because about middle of September is when all the apple trees in our area start coming into the nurseries. So we want to get it planted, that way they'll overwinter and they come back a little stronger. Hey, before we go down there now, this is the last video before the giveaway. So if you want your name in the hat, leave a comment in this video or 2 videos back, leave a comment. Monday night, August 28, 2023, in case you're watching this video 5 years from now, Monday night at 8 o'clock my time, we're going to go live and we'll give them away, and we'll try to do some live chats. If anybody shows up and wants to chat, we can do that. And I got a couple of questions somebody emailed me, and so I answer that. So we'll make kind of a big thing about it. So Monday night at 8 o'clock Eastern time. So let's go down to the big orchard and I'll talk about my varieties. So if you're wondering why this is growed up, of course, like I was saying, it got some kind of a blight in here, and all my apple trees died, so I kind of let it go. And I brought my lawnmower down here the other day and kind of started getting mowed and getting ready for this. So it's been so hot, we've just kind of not got to it yet. And but that's why it looks like this. I've just kind of let it go. When you got some stuff to do, you got to let some stuff go. So we let it go. Wasn't producing anyway, so we let it go. We're going to clean her up here in a few days. So my advice about apple trees is call your state ag extension office, and they'll tell you what kind of trees do good in your area. I never did that. I started this this is my main orchard down here, and I've got left. I started out with 10 trees down here. I've got left 2 Red Delicious, a Macintosh, and a Lottie, which my Lottie never has done good. I'm thinking about cutting it down. But I had a Golden Delicious. I can't remember what varieties I had, so none of them did any good except for what you see here. And I just planted this one, and this is a wine sap. I planted this last fall. So this should start bearing maybe next spring, probably the spring after. But like I went to my extension office, and they gave me this sheet with varieties, and the ones in green, of course I spilled my coffee on it, so we'll overlook that. But the ones in the green are good for my area, and there's 3 pages of them. 3 pages of varieties. The one in green are my area. The one in yellow is, the one in greens are recommended for my area. The one in yellow is semi-recommended, and the one in red is don't plant. So I've got 3 pages of stuff here, and of course I planted an orchard behind my greenhouses down there, and I put Fuji and Gala. Of course, you look on this, they're in the red, so Fuji and Gala will not grow in my area, so that's why they never produce. I mean, I kept them for 10 years, and they gave me I don't even think they ever gave me a bloom. So I pulled them up last winter and did something else down in there. So that's my main advice. And now apple trees and apples are important to our homestead. We do apple butter, apple pies, apple sauce, apple jelly, Dutch apple jam. What else do we do? We're going to dry apples this year to do some apple stack cakes, you know, Appalachia style. Now we're not going to be celebrating, but today we're going to be Appalachia style. I can't even think of everything that we do with apples. It's very important. So. And that's why, you know, why I pay such close attention to this, or at least I've learned to pay close attention. And of course, we've had a bad crop this year. We didn't have real good blooms, but I don't know, ever so often that happens. I think every 3rd or 4th year we have a bumper, then have about 2 or 3 average, then one we have bad. So I probably do something with the chill hours and stuff like that. And of course, the other problem we have in our area is cedar trees, and you can see this is a variety that's supposed to kind of fight it, but you see this little brown spot right here's a good example. That's called cedar rust, and the cedar trees in our area cause that. And of course you can get some spray in the spring, and I never have done it, and I always come back. So what I'm going to do is go through here and get varieties, if I can, that are resistant. I've got 2 varieties up there in my new little orchard I started that are resistant to cedar rust. So that's what I'm saying. It's important to do the research. Like trees in my area, I'm in southeast Tennessee, it's not going to do good in Michigan. Michigan trees are not going to do good here. So wherever you live, do some research. I wish I'd done it when I started. So that's my advice. Do the research, and it'll save you a lot of heartache. So anyway, this is, like I said, hopefully this will produce next year a little bit. My other ones produced really good last year, and of course this year they're not doing as good. So when I go to my nursery, I might even take you with me, and when they get their apple trees in, I've got 2 nurseries I'm gonna go to. Lowe's has already got theirs in, but they didn't have any on my list. So, but there's 2 local nurseries, and they're supposed to be in September anyway. When I go down there to look and see what I can find on my list, I'll show you what the varieties I got and how I'm gonna plant them. So this will be another part 2 video about the varieties that I get. So remember the giveaway, Monday night, August 28th at 8 p.m. We'll go live. I'm taking off on vacation next week. I mean, I'm not leaving, we're staying here. So we're going to do some remodeling on the house. So that'll be my next series of videos. I'm going to do that, kind of film it as we go. And hopefully we'll get a couple more projects done. So I got a whole week off, I can't wait. So anyway, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Boom, just hit it, look. Hit that little subscribe button. We appreciate all your subscribers. Monday at 8 o'clock, we're going live, be there. If you got some questions you want to ask me, you can chat. Support your local farmer. We'll see you down there in the farm in the next video.